Hello traders, and welcome to Trading the Trend. I am Dennis, and this is a look at my top strong week trades for week ending October 13th, and let's get right into it. Strong week rankings, and nothing has changed from the previous week. This market just continues to consolidate. It's even gotten more consolidated. The U.S. dollar had a little bit of a run at number one spot, but it's consolidated more, and the pound really didn't get stronger. It actually got weaker, but it did manage to recapture the number one spot. And if you look at this distance between the number one and the number 8 position, there's only 1.08% there separating the two. And normally I don't really consider it a legitimate strong week trade unless you have at least a 2% difference between the 1 and the 8th. I'd rather see better than a 3% difference. So right now we just have a very consolidated market, so I'm not really doing anything with these trade signals because they're not really valid with this market in such a consolidated position. Let's take a look at some charts. Here is the Euro US dollar. We found some strong support here at 117, and we had a nice little run up, but we ran right into the 34-day moving average, which is the proxy for the 200 period moving average on the 4-hour chart, and we double tested it, and we rejected it both times, so this thing might be heading back down here to support. One thing to note about this, while it's not real defined, this is looking a little bit like a head and shoulders here. You do have a left shoulder, you got your head area, and now this could be a right shoulder with the neckline being here at 1700. So if this thing breaks below 1700 on a daily closing basis, I would not want to be long in this. This thing could easily head down quite a bit. If we can get above the 34-day moving average, preferably above 119, then I would be interested in going long. Right now, we got a lot of indecision here on where this is going to go. Euro US dollar still remains our biggest mover year to date. Next one I'm going to look at is the pound Swiss franc. There it is. Here it comes. Okay. After a pretty good pullback, we had a good reversal. We bounced off the 34-day moving average. Didn't get any kind of follow through on Friday, so this one is kind of up in the air whether it is going to continue up or not. It is our current top strong week trade, but like I said, there's not a lot of distance here between the 34 period moving average and where price is right now, so I would not consider this a very strong trade, and especially with a bit of a reversal on Friday. It would be almost a flip of the coin which way this thing moves from here. Next on the list of the most recent strong week trades is the pound Aussie, and you're going to see this one's just been back and forth, can't get any real direction, and you can see how we've just been consolidating for about a month now, and that's the way the whole market looks. You just see these consolidation patterns. Next one to look at is the New Zealand dollar, US dollar. This should have been a short trade. You can see we got here in the short territory, and then it reverses and started heading back up. This one is in a bit of a downtrend right here. So, and we did make a lower low, so maybe it hits that moving average and then heads back down. So this one still could be a valid trade, but if you bought in it down here, you're suffering some losses right now. Next one to look at is the Aussie US dollar short. And there it is. Okay, same situation. You know, we get our short trigger and then we start moving up against the trade. That's what these consolidating markets do. They suck you into the trade and then they start going back and forth on you. If you do get into one of these trades, you just have to know when you're going to get out, and just remember you could be getting out just as it's about to turn around again. And notice how this one had a nice big up candle on its last candle. And a lot of times that last big up candle will be the end of a particular run. So this thing could easily head back the other way in the new week. Last one I'm going to look at is the US dollar yen. And there it is. Okay, so this should have been a long play, but you can see it is also pulling back. Now we hit the 200-day moving average. We'll have to see if that can provide us with some support. It seems to be holding momentarily, but then again, I am looking for the yen to move back to the #1 spot, which means this thing is going to continue to decline. So if you see this thing break through that 200 and even through the 34 down here, then you can expect this thing to continue lower. I don't know if we'll get below this low here or not, but this thing does look like it's going to be headed lower. You had a lot of strong resistance up here, big pin bar reversal, and then down we go. So if I had to play this, I wouldn't be playing to the long side right now. I'd be playing it to the downside. Anyway, that's what I got. Just not a good time to be jumping in to these currency trades unless you're just somebody who likes to play very short term and play the up and down swings on a daily note. Anyway, that's what I got for you. Hopefully everyone has a great weekend, and I will catch you later.